It's Wednesday. You know what time it is. Time for the hottest wrestling podcast on the planet with your host, the silent assassin, good old JP Mayer, and Princess Pretty Girl Luna,
She's
Dollar
sleeping.
Bill, the cleaner, and the brain. Welcome to the Brain Trust.
Wednesday. Not for a few people.
Nah, not for recently released wrestlers.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, that is. It definitely was it was a brutal first week of May.
Yeah.
First 2 or 3 days of May.
I mean, thankfully, a couple of them saw it coming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it sounded like most of them were. This is not out of left field.
Thankfully, just made some plans.
Yeah.
Curious though, is this the? I know it's gonna sound like a dumb question, but is this one of those like one of the most cuts they've had in a long time, like or ever?
I feel like during COVID they dropped a lot more people.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, in COVID they absolutely
it was like
gutted the
some,
roster.
something like close to 100 people within about like 15, 16 months.
Oh, I just meant like within one time, like a short time frame like this.
Oh no,
No, there's been a
remember-
couple times that there's been like a boatload.
Yeah, it was during COVID. They had the like you'd see like almost 20 to 30 names one day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I remember that. So,
God, yeah.
And one thing I want to say is, you know, like people there, I've seen some discourse like not putting any blame on Triple H for these releases. It's like 50-50 with TKO and Triple H because from how it works, what I've seen online and like people like with actual industry knowledge and knowing how TKO works and operates. I don't know why I just did a hand motion and not on screen so you guys didn't see it. But it's Nick Khan and that Ari Emanuel. They decide on when the cuts happen, but it's Triple H decides on who gets cut.
yeah, because
Oh.
Triple H actually works with the wrestlers as the chief content officer.
And plus, like they say, like Ari and potentially even Nick don't even know who's on the roster besides like Roman Reigns and like John Cena.
Yeah,
So like
they're
Triple
completely clueless about the rosters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want somebody who knows who's on the roster to make these cuts because he can decide whether the person is actually worth keeping or not.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like as everything was going on, like I'm just seeing. I was on Twitter and just talking about how this one wasn't used right, this one wasn't used right, like damning Triple H. And then I also saw people saying, "Hey Tony, you don't need to sign them all."
No, but there's a couple of names that like. There's two names I could tell you right now that if I'm Tony, if I'm any company, I'm taking. Like absolutely. That's Dakota Kai, Evie now. At least I guess she's going to go back to her independent name, and Priscilla Kelly, the now former Gigi Dolin.
Yeah.
Like if I'm AEW, I'm picking them up. I mean, hell, even Atlanta Black, the former Cora Jade, she was teasing a match with somebody in AEW. I think it was not Jamie Hayter. Julia Hart.
That
So-
actually might not be a bad match.
I would like that.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
And especially remember, fucking it was AEW. She was on like 2 matches at Dark before she got picked up by WWE.
Something
Mhm.
like that.
All right, so let's get into the releases that they've gotten that have come down the pipe so far. Let's start with the most obvious one that needed to be done.
Do we still have the list from last week?
I actually have the list from one of the websites up in front of me, so I will put it on the screen.
Okay.
Whoa.
So yeah, we'll start here. Actually, let's I'm gonna scroll down and let's start right here.
Okay.
Eddie
I
Thorpe.
do want to start here. Yeah, sorry for cutting you off, but
No, that's okay. Be my guest.
I do want to say Eddie Thorpe. I didn't know this. Okay. Eddie Thorpe. I'm like, who the fuck is that? This, that, or the other, and my fucking monitor goes out, so I know you could hear me. I know you could hear
Okay.
me, and there we go. Okay. But yeah, Eddie Thorpe was Carl Fredericks in
New
New
Japan.
Japan. Yes, I had no idea. I know exactly who Carl Fredericks is. I love that dude, and I was a little disappointed when he signed with WWE, as from a personal side, but I completely forgot his WWE name was Eddie Thorpe, and I was like, motherfucker. So hopefully he comes back to New Japan and reunites with Bullet Club.
Why not?
Why not? I'm cool with that. Give him something to do, and plus New Japan and probably get more work in.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like him. I did not like how. I didn't like his character. He came off as a Dollar Tree version of Tatanka,
Tatanka.
I saw
and that's an insult to both Tatanka and Dollar Tree.
Shit.
I mean, his character was boring, to put it mildly.
And especially
The only time I actually watched an Eddie Thorpe match was an underground match for him. That was the only time he actually looked good. If the ring had ropes up, he was horrible.
And to think, at the start of the year, he was in a program for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, and then they realized that, yeah, no, this kid sucks, and that's why they squashed it.
I mean, this is somebody that I found very entertaining from his time in New Japan. Somebody that you could see that had potential. So like this is just WWE not understanding what they have.
As usual.
Yeah.
Which is a common occurrence.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's there a lot.
So all right. Since we're talking about people who did apps who were basically useless in WWE NXT, let's go right above him.
Who?
Danny Palmer.
Who?
Yeah, who's now retired.
Not my
Yep.
clue.
Exactly.
Danny Palmer was Mr. Stone's assistant when he was trying to take over as GM on NXT, when he was trying to take over from Ava as GM.
Damn.
I think she had less matches than Ava, and that's not saying much. Ava had 3 matches.
Something like that.
I mean, it seems like she was only signed because she was like one of those, those athletes that they target. They're like, oh, they're going to be so great switching over to wrestling.
And
But she was, yeah. Because I think I've said it before on this podcast. The Performance Center is not a place to train, or it's not a place to learn. It's a place to train and improve your skills.
Agreed.
It's a place. It is a place to learn. It is a place to learn the WWE style.
Well, what I meant by that was that it's not a place to learn, like to teach people from scratch. It's not good in that way. It's the best way is to, like, if you're on the roster, if you're in NXT, to help hone your crafts,
Yeah.
Hone it down.
Hone it down. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're getting somebody coming in who has ring experience, like working in New Japan or working TNA or something, or one of the other independents out on the road, you get them to come in. Now you got to teach them the WWE style. It's not much different than what they're doing now. It's just they have to present things a little bit different.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but I think it should show you how good of a job that is, considering how many people they eventually let go.
Hmm.
Because I mean, like you can look at how many names, like Kenta, Adam Cole. But then some of them left on their own free will. So
Yeah.
I'm just rambling on. People,
No, that's all right.
people.
Beep, boop. Right,
I
makes
mean, the
sense.
entire Undisputed Era.
They pretty much left on their own.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Except for, I
contract
think-
expired.
I think Roddy might have been the only one that actually did get fired.
No,
Or-
he left on his own.
He did. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Might have been Bobby then.
So,
Um,
all right. No, here's another one that definitely needed to go. Javi.
Hobby
Bobby
body.
Big
That
Bobby
is-
Javi.
absolutely the definition of who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He spent more time on the injured list than he did in the ring itself. I think he's been on the injured list in a year and a half, almost 2 years, and he's been in NXT 3.
2 years in the injured list?
When was the last time you saw him on TV?
I don't remember. That's the thing. I know 2 years.
Dude, he could appear right in front of me and you'd be like, here's Javier Bernal. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Exactly. I think everybody was like that with regards to him.
It's like who? Who?
Who, what, where?
Exactly.
Essentially.
You know, there was an actual guy wrestled for WCW called Who. And that's my favorite. Like, I think, was it WCW? Because I can't find them.
Oh,
But it was like either, it might have been WWF. And it was just a guy named Who. And that's my favorite, like, picture, because a lot of people will use that picture when they don't know who somebody is. They'll just
Mhm.
use that picture, and it's fucking hilarious.
I remember that.
Yes, it is
God.
WWF.
Yeah.
WW.
So, all the people that we're gonna talk about tonight, like some of them are who, but like some of them, Gigi Dolan was active.
Yeah.
Jakara Jackson, part of Metaphor, active.
Hmm.
Gallus, not so active.
Oro Mensa, injured.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw
Riley
somebody say,
Osborne, not so active.
don't know
After
who the
this,
fuck that is.
after this, he was in Chase
Still
U.
don't. You told me this like the other day. You were like, "Oh, he was in Chase U, going after whoever." Does not fucking help.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
But somebody was. I saw a post. I want to get your guys' reactions. Like after this round of like releases, they should just fucking abandon the women's tag division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Agreed.
a lot of people have been saying like you just released. You're probably one true blue tag team.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
a lot of people, like that division is now just a bunch of people that don't have anything to do, single stars that don't have any do, so they'll team up for like a week or two.
Mhm.
So
Which again
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. Look at who the tag team champions are right now. 2 singles wrestlers. You know,
I mean, I really don't.
just because they're in a faction together doesn't
Mhm.
mean they're a tag team.
Fuck,
I
who
think-
is it again?
Raquel and Liv.
Raquel and Liv. Judgment Day.
Yeah, like
It's like,
I liked Kaden and Katana, Casey.
mhm.
Like they were fun to watch.
They were. Life of the
Yeah.
Party was fun,
I like you. I like
and
that.
their finisher was interesting.
Yeah, that was the cake stand.
Yeah,
Oh fuck!
What happened?
I'm sorry, I just realized who the fuck Kaden Carter was. That was Lacey Lane.
Yeah, Lacey Lane.
I'll tell you what, I fucking like her look. I think she's got a very unique look, and it comes off to me like, yeah, that's a nice, like that's a good look.
Mhm.
And I know
Yeah,
she's got a bunch of talent in her, and then like that Casey Casanaro.
Catanzaro, yeah.
Yeah, like I see her all the time in commercials for American Ninja Warrior. They still run her commercials.
Yeah, because with her, she was the first woman to get up the warped wall. She was the first woman to get the invite to Mount Kilimanjaro, whatever the.
Mount Midoriyama.
Thank you.
I was about to ask that question because I'm like, I watched the original fucking Ninja Warrior, which is known as the Sasuke tournament in Japan.
Yep.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, do they still send them from American Ninja Warrior to Mount Midoriyama to do the Sasuke? I'm glad you answered my question.
I guess not. I haven't heard about that.
Like I was watching American Ninja Warrior when it was the American Ninja Challenge on Attack of the Show in like 2006, 2007 on G4.
And it's still going. It's like not G4, but the American part.
But
I've always loved this though.
yeah, she always looked like she had like talent in her, and I'm surprised they never really did anything with her.
They had no idea.
Yeah.
I know somebody could say no, but like no, that's the proof's in the pudding. Like,
Yeah. Which is why I'm always scared. Like when people sign with WWE, I'm always scared that they really don't know what the fuck they're gonna have. Like I'm glad they actually like know that fucking like Julia's like I will still say today, Julia's the best fucking female wrestler in the world. I will fucking die on that hill. And I'm glad they're actually like treating her as such.
yeah, they're giving her a good run. I like it.
Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't stick her in a tag team.
Yeah. Like, I will fucking die on the hill and say that Julia is far better than Charlotte, far better than Becky Lynch, far better than Rhea Ripley, far better than anybody on that fucking roster. Like, Julia is the best in the fucking world. And she should be, like, world champion already.
So would you say that she's better than Tony Storm?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Tony Storm's got a better character, but Julia's like Julia is such a phenomenal fucking wrestler. Like that's why I wish I'd much rather her be in Marigold than her in WWE because like I feel like WWE is gonna hold her back in her wrestling ability. Like she fucking brings it every time. And as you saw this past week, I don't know if it was like Raw or NXT or whatever, but she took a fucking Joshi bump during the match. I think it was with Jordan Grace.
That was on NXT.
NXT.
Yeah, like she took a fucking nasty bump. That like I'm gonna sound like Dave Meltzer here, but you're never gonna fucking convince me that any company, WWE, TNA, AEW, Ring of Honor, any company in America has a better women's roster than Stardom or Tokyo Joshi Pro. Like, real, legitimate women's wrestling is in Japan.
Well,
They're
yeah.
so much fucking better. They're so much fucking better.
Not gonna argue that point.
No, definitely not.
Like, if there's one thing that Dave Meltzer is brutally honest about, it's how fucking good women's wrestling in Japan has been for the last like 30 years.
The man's not right about much.
But that is the one, probably, if there's one thing he's right about, it's that.
Agreed.
He's still a dickbag, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
why-
the point.
But
I like-
Buttercock is right, at least once a day. However that phrase works.
hi, Ryan Papola. Who are you?
Was he on that bump show?
Oh,
Do they still do that? The bump?
no.
They stop.
Whoever he was, he got released too.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Again, another who?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, and now here's something I was reading yesterday on my way to work. Riley Osborne is married to B. Priestley.
Yes. I remembered that like once, forgot about it, and then I saw it the other day when he was talking about, like I had to go console my wife when she got released. It's like, who the fuck is your wife? Oh fuck, it's B. Priestley.
Yeah.
Because I remember they got together not long after she broke up with Will Ospreay.
Mm.
Maybe that's the reason why they got together.
Mm.
Why
Yeah.
why she broke up with Osprey.
I've noticed they're fucking NXT. Like they are very quick to like get into relationships. Oh, by the way, can you hear my TV?
Barely.
No,
I
very,
couldn't
very,
hear
very
it.
low. So,
All right,
so
I'm gonna
it's
turn
not
it
even
down.
bleeding off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
mine's
just turn it
muted.
down. Just in case.
I got no TV.
I got the Jets game on. The better Jets.
I was about
Yeah,
to say
Winnipeg
the Jets.
Jets.
Wait a minute, sir. It's May.
Long Jets.
Well, he could be watching NFL classics,
Could be.
and the only classic game that the Jets would have on there is the Super Bowl III with Namath.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there'd be a whole bunch of other classic games, but it's not classics for the Jets.
Yeah, agreed.
Mhm.
Still
Okay,
don't
Because
remember watching
that's
Butt
the one
Fumble.
classic game for them.
So let me ask you all this:
Shoot.
out of all the releases that just happened, are there any that surprise you?
There's a few that come in mind for me.
I mean, there's 3 in mine.
Who would
It's-
they be, Mr. Assassin?
Dakota Kai, Gigi Dolan, and Braun Strowman.
Strowman, yeah. Definitely.
Was he active?
Yeah, he just finished the program with Jacob.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He'll put Jacob over.
Supposedly, what I heard, it's like him. It's like the injury problems, and then his contract. Apparently, he was like a top earner.
Yeah, he was. But all right. I don't know how true this is, but it's from NoDQ .com WWE AEW discussion group on Facebook.
Yeah.
Apparently, Bill Apter has disclosed that WWE has done an agreement with Braun Strowman that he is released for now, but he will be called for storylines whenever needed. He has a 15% paralyzed left leg.
I do remember hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
His salary is too high, which is why WWE released him, but they have an agreement with where Braun can come in and work for 3 or 4 months.
Whoa.
Let me ask you about the paralyzed leg. I mean, now, especially since we got a medical expert here, what fucking part of the leg would be like? What is the 15%?
Yeah.
What would you think it'd be? Like, is it like a fucking toe that's paralyzed?
No, it could be something
No,
like
it's like it's lost 15% of its sensation. It's 15% of its movement
and strength.
and strength. Yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
It's like
Okay.
his leg is starting to permanently fall asleep. You know when you
Yeah.
sit in a certain position too long and you get that pins and needles feeling?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got that. He's got that on a consistent basis.
I wonder where in the leg.
I don't know,
Maybe
But,
towards the knee? Maybe.
but it's also why he can't really do the freight train anymore.
Where's the freight train?
You know,
There's
where he
so
runs
many
around the
tra-
ring and just blasts people as that get in his way.
Is that a move that WWE gave him, or is it what you gave him?
No, he does it. WWE
No, I'm
can't.
saying like the name of the move is that something
I don't know
that-
the actual name of the move. All I know is
Oh,
he
okay.
runs around the ring and will basically run people over.
Yeah, well, because what I'm saying is, if WWE came out with that, that is, I will fucking like somebody deserves to get fired. But if it's one of our guys that came up with it, it's okay.
Guys,
I
if you
don't actually know,
hear-
like I said, I don't actually know the name,
Yeah,
What they
yeah,
call
no,
it.
that's okay.
but he moves and hits like a freight train.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
And I seem to remember one time he hits, I forget who he hit. I think he hit Chad Gable and sent him flying over the barricade.
speaking about that, okay, this might get us a little off topic, but I think he does it when he does
Since
that.
when does
that
that ever
freight train.
stop us?
True.
yeah,
Let me say this before you start.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
say this. If we don't go off topic, we're not doing things right.
yeah.
I mean, I don't
Actually, I think we're a
know.
little late for.
Yeah.
Oh
Going
no!
off topic.
Come on, dude. We've gone off track 5 minutes before the show ends and couldn't get back on track for another 35. We were
That's
figuring
all
on
it
running
is,
an
yeah.
hour and a half. We run over 2 hours because we got off track at 5 minutes to the end of the show.
Yeah,
And it's usually because the cleaner decides to go on a rant.
Yeah, true. But
You need a video as his clean as rant.
yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god! If
Oh
we
my
were
god.
able
That's
to,
like a 10-hour video.
oh my god, that would be fucking great. If we
It'd
could
be like
clip
the
all of that shit.
cleaners rants. The Zoom right there was not included, but the cleaners ramp sleep aid, ASMR.
Oh,
But
crap.
what I was gonna ask is, so I saw somebody brought this up. I want to see your guys' opinion. Do you think the spear or running through the barricade is that like overdone nowadays?
Spear, I
uh,
could say, kind of. I can't see it as a finisher anymore.
Well, technically, it's not spearing somebody through the barricade isn't a finisher.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a setup to a finisher, but
Hmm.
but I mean, like,
sometimes that setup between the spear through the barricade to the actual finisher is like 5-10 minutes.
what I saw was that the guy was talking about like he felt like it happens so frequently now that it's not as special anymore.
I tend to agree. I would
Yeah.
have to agree with you on that because, I mean, you had Strowman doing it.
Mhm.
You had Roman doing it. Goldberg did it. Brock did it.
Mhm.
Braun does it now. Breaker does it. Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Then
Braun Steiner.
Brunch.
Yeah. Then over in AEW, you got Brody does it. Brody King does it.
Oh, Brody King. I'm like, wait, Brody Lee? He's fucking dead.
Edge does it. Cope,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want to call him. Who else?
But I feel like it doesn't happen as often in AEW as it does in WWE. Maybe I
Agreed.
just
And
don't
it
know.
gets better
Maybe-
pop in AEW because it doesn't
Yeah.
happen so often.
yeah.
True that.
That's like destroying the commentators table. It's almost a weekly thing on every show in WWE.
Yeah.
Here
AEW,
we
they
go,
wait
man.
until the pay-per-views.
And even then, it's not everyone.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you look at like some stuff like tonight in Detroit, the table was nowhere near the ring.
Yeah, I think what was it up on stage?
I'm thinking that's where it was.
Isn't that usually where the commentators table is? And
It-
it's the
it
timekeepers
kinda-
table that gets destroyed.
It depends on the venue and the event. Like Dynamite, it could be all over the place, but usually for a pay per view, they're usually ringside.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I like it up top. On the stage, I like it there. I don't know.
Sometimes
I
it
think
works
it gives,
in the
I think it gives them a better view of the ring.
Yeah, because I like that Nitro feel.
Agreed. I remember Monday Nitro used to have it up there on the stage,
Yeah.
or just off the stage on its own platform.
The only thing I didn't like about them was that they weren't facing the ring. Their backs were to the ring when they would like sit down. So like I like
Yep.
it to
They're still
where
looking at monitors.
yeah, like when you had Raw, with JR and King, but then also, later on with like that 3-man team when they first redid the brand split,
Mhm.
like they'd have it on the stage, but the table was facing towards the ring. But if they wanted that like shot with the fans in the background, they turn around and like look towards the camera, and because the camera would be right behind them. I like that.
Yeah, because you want the camera panning, getting a good panoramic view of the crowd.
Yeah. But it could be like TNA. If you guys remember their first event back as TNA, they were in Las Vegas in like a theater. The fucking commentators were in a skybox.
What's
Yeah.
Waldorf next app?
Yeah, it was,
Down in
That's
Waldorf.
it was fucking hilarious.
Whoa! Oh God!
Hi, everybody.
All right, completely off topic tonight, and of course it has to be done. Every Wednesday at my job, we have trivia night. A guy comes in and runs trivia, and tonight one of the topics happened to be Muppets,
Oh God.
and the point wager question. We can wager quarter or half all of your points to try and win the round. Was to name what country, what nationality a certain character happened to have been.
Right.
There is only one character with his nationality in his name.
Swedish Chef.
Yes.
Did somebody get that wrong?
Yes.
Oh my God.
They said Serbian.
Serbian Chef. Serbian.
Well, it'd be way more. It'd be way more insulting if they called him the Finnish Chef.
Oh shit!
That was actually one of the choices too.
Oh my God.
It was-
Oh,
It was Serbian, Saudi,
What?
Swedish, and Finnish.
oh my God! Finnish Chef.
I just want to throw my phone right now.
This is. gonna sting.
I was standing there because at the time it wasn't that busy. I was standing there talking to the guy doing the trivia, and I said, "I swear to God, if I find out somebody gets this wrong, and I find out who it is, I'm going to smack them."
Just shame them.
And the one person got it wrong, and I just blurted it out loud. I'm like, "Oh my God, how do you get that wrong?"
One thing I would ask: would Scandinavian Chef be technically correct?
No,
Scandinavia is part of Sweden is part of Scandinavia.
right, but
Right.
It was never called
Scandinavia is a
Scandinavian
region, not a nationality.
It'd be like if you're the
It's
North American chef.
It's a region.
I
Chef. No
count.
continent.
Pizza.
Pizza.
And the pizza.
See, you gotta say pizza.
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 No pizza for you.
No pizza for you.
No soup for you.
That's okay.
Not
No,
soup
that's
for
good
you.
for you.
Hot
Yeah.
take.
We
I'm-
apologize for the delay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We are talking about everything but the WWE release.
Hot take. I don't like Seinfeld.
That's right.
I wasn't crazy
Neither
about
I.
it either.
Yeah, me either.
So
Watch it
not
live.
that big of a deal. I could take it or leave it, and I'd rather leave it.
There's one episode I like, and we all know what episode that is.
The last one.
No.
Nice one, though. Sorry, that was a nice one.
What is one of my personality traits that's a major part of the episode?
I never really watched the show, so I
Yeah, me either. So
Patrick Warburton plays
Yeah.
Putty. We're the
Okay.
Devils! The Devils! The Face Painter episode where he's like a hardcore Devils fan.
oh.
okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, like I said, never really watched the show. So
That's the only episode I will fucking watch all the time because
The
I'm a lunatic.
Devils.
That devil.
Yep.
all right. Excuse me 1 second here. Let's steer us back on track here.
that was not getting us back on track. That was us just diving off the other way.
Yeah, like.
Well, no, we went way right. Now we got to go left. So
Yeah, but you
I-
gotta glide us back into form.
and
Like, you
not
can't just
to
go like that.
mention, Luna came to say hi twice. And nobody said hi to her. She's sad.
I don't speak dog.
didn't even see her on the screen. So
Excuse you.
There you are.
hello, Luna.
Hi, everybody.
You were introduced earlier,
I know.
but you were sleeping.
Yeah, I was. But JB keeps pestering me now.
Stop pestering the dog. Let
Why?
let the dog sleep.
Let's sleeping dogs lie.
Exactly.
Like,
So, all right, let's get back to this.
Yeah, I guess
Another
this
one
is
that
the
we-
trainer.
Another one that was a bit of a shock, but not so much. Shayna.
It was a
Okay.
shock that you're not surprised at. That
yeah.
makes sense. Like you're shocked because
really
like
hasn't had that much going lately.
but you thought she was like an established name that you're like she probably won't, but I wouldn't be surprised if she does. And you're like, oh shit, it actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly the situation.
She's one of the many names that I hope does get signed to WWE,
Um,
to AEW.
I would say,
Yeah,
sir,
okay.
she was signed to WWE.
Yeah, because like if not AEW, like I would fucking Stardom better fucking ring that phone because like she is so technically gifted. Like
Oh,
when I saw when she was on Bloodsport, I was so happy and like now like when they come back to Jersey, hopefully Jersey City again, I'll be like fuck, I can watch it. Like I could be like happy to cheer her now. Because she's not with the Federation. Fuck the Fed.
Oh yeah, fuck the F.
Dude,
Let's take the F out. Fuck the F.
when I was at the Jersey City show, the Jersey City Bloodsport, I was booing everybody, like all the WWE guys. I was like, boo! The one person, boo! Fuck the Fed.
At least didn't say fuck the fans.
Yeah, true. You okay, Ryan?
Yeah, just give me a second, guys.
All right, yep. Was I too loud?
No, just you guys keep talking. That just
All right.
Brady must have smelled my fart.
Yeah. I could smell it from here.
Word.
I wonder what from Cloud was.
Well, it's not Cloud 9.
No, it's Cloud 69.
So,
Yep.
That's what she
Now-
said.
we got Cora Jade getting released. Like, with her, she was she was injury prone.
Yes, very much so. And the same with Dakota Kai.
she was like injury prone right after that turn. I mean, would you think maybe it's like misdiagnosis, because it felt like it was the same injury every time.
I don't know.
For Cora?
Positive. It's
Or for Dakota at least. And like Dakota, man, like she is such a fucking sweetheart too. Like I was so sad for her. She's the nicest person, man. Like such a sweetheart.
No, I don't think it was the same injury, just misdiagnosed. Because one time it was her ACL, the next time it was a meniscus or the MCL. Then she had a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
oh god,
So-
that'll do it.
And all of them within 2 years. With the ACL, she was out for 10 months. The MCL or meniscus, she was out for another 6 or 7 months. Then she had the concussion in January. So, I
That's
mean,
a lot of injuries.
yeah, that's. And she's apparently one of the safest workers. It's just she's injury prone.
One thing I've noticed, right, because there was a lot of people that people would say were injury prone when they were in WWE, but when they leave WWE, like it gets better for them. I think it's a lot of people that can't adjust themselves to the WWE style, and they work with people that only know how to work with the WWE style. So there's a lot of mixing and matching. I think that was the problem. Like I always will say that I think that was the problem with the original Sin Cara, Mystico.
Yeah.
For those that watch CMLL, he has been like really good before and after he left WWE. It's just when he was in WWE, his best matches were against lucha guys
You know why?
because they know how to work his style.
Aside from that,
There's
They can speak
chemistry there.
Spanish?
he doesn't speak
Spanish?
English.
Yeah.
I mean, he got better over time. He I think talks like very
He's-
little English now.
He didn't speak English at the time, and that was the problem. He couldn't communicate with his opponents
I would argue that
unless they were a luchador and spoke Spanish.
I would argue
It was even said on multiple occasions that that was part of his problem, that he couldn't speak English, and that is why he got released.
I do want
He
to look that
wouldn't,
up.
he wouldn't learn English.
Now, if it's out of stubbornness, like I think if it's out of stubbornness, then yeah, that's fucked up. But if he's a slow learner, I'm a slow learner. I have sympathy for that.
No, he wasn't trying to learn English. He was trying to do his own thing, and he kept fucking up his matches. Guys were starting to complain. We can't work with this guy. He doesn't want to learn English. We can't communicate.
Yeah, it makes it hard.
It
Real hard.
makes it impossible.
But I mean, I would argue the fact that the Japanese talent, like especially before Asuka and Io Shirai, Shinsuke. Yeah, I mean, hell, fucking Shinsuke. Look at how many like English talent have gone over to Japan and still can work good matches. I like if it's if it's not wanting to learn English, yeah, that's fucked up. And I could understand why, but
And I think that was the main problem. He didn't want to. He just wanted to work his own style,
Yeah.
and the hell with it, what they wanted him to do.
now that's why I would also argue that he'd probably be in a lot better spot today, because there was a lot more like that. That's one of the better things about hiring indie guys and guys that work at other places, because they know how to work people with different styles.
Yeah,
Back
exactly.
Remember, this is like 2010, 2011, 2012 WWE, where it's fucking muscle freaks and people that only know how to work slow fucking headlock every minute. fucking
Armbar.
style. Yeah, armbar. Bullshit.
Or a couple of body slams here and there.
Yeah, I think
then-
Mystico would
and
be in a. Oh,
Like
go ahead.
combine some kind of strength move to as a finisher.
Yeah. I think Mystico would be in a lot better position today.
If he had tried to learn English, yeah.
Even if he didn't, like, because there's like this. You know what's one thing that pisses me off? It was always said that Penta couldn't speak English in AEW.
And now he knows.
Magically fucking knows a ton of English. That's why I believe the rumor where he wanted out and like he tried to force himself out and like that. That's why I'm starting to like agree with Tony Khan. Maybe it was a good idea to fucking sit him, teach him some humility. All right, I got to get the tribalism out of my system.
Yes.
If you hear a loud roar from my mic, just know I didn't put it there.
All right, Brain, can you go to the top of the list for the releases for that just happened?
Yeah, it starts with Braun.
Okay, so if I could do a little bit of rapid fire with everybody, where do you think Braun is going to end up?
Back in WWE.
Yeah, back in WWE.
Yes.
Unless he goes to TNA. He's not going to AEW.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
He's got I from what I've heard, not from what I've heard, but like from his personality, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got heat with people there because of the smugness he has.
All right. Corey Jade.
AEW.
Dollar Bill.
Hold on a second.
Time's up.
Yeah, right. Wait, what was my brain shot? What was the question again? You asked me if that because are we going for each wrestler?
Yeah.
Because Danny, I have no idea. Like maybe indies.
I'm going to change my vote. Actually, I think Corey goes to TNA.
All right.
He's a
Dakota
treasure.
Kai. Evie.
AEW.
Wow.
All right. Danny Palmer's already said she's done.
She's retired.
Eddie Thorpe.
Hopefully, New Japan.
Yeah, hopefully he returns to New Japan.
Yeah, I could see him New Japan.
Gigi
can't see him.
Dolan. Priscilla Kelly.
Hopefully AEW.
I think TNA.
Because she worked for AEW too.
Oh, Ring of Honor maybe.
Wasn't she
No.
with Jimmy Havoc in AEW?
Yeah, it was like year one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that.
What were you going to say, Brian?
No, I was agreeing with that she was Jimmy Havoc.
Fitz, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. Just making sure. You've been quiet.
So, Priscilla Kelly does have one match. It was actually the Dynamite that was on the Jericho Cruise, the original, which was ironically called Bash at the Beach. She was defeated by Britt Baker.
All right. So I actually have a true story about Priscilla Kelly. I went to a show down at the old H2O facility down in South Jersey.
That's Tremont's promotion, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Show there. It was Stan Styles intergender bonanza. He does them all the time now. Priscilla was on that show. Another person whose name I will not mention due to the fact that he has been determined to be a scumbag. He was there. But after the show, me and the people I go with go to Wawa. Because you can't leave a show without going to Wawa.
Absolutely not.
And there was Priscilla Kelly and the other person.
Human.
Yeah, they were getting sandwiches too.
Hey, they gotta eat too.
Yeah, no, like, but yeah, that's my Priscilla Kelly story.
Yeah, no. I heard she's like a nice girl, but even like before she got signed to WWE, remember she was doing the she got infamous because she did the spot where
The bloody tampon.
yeah, the bloody tampon. She reached for a bloody tampon.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but like even past, like I was able to look past that, like it was not. But she's a damn good wrestler.
She is. She's a very good wrestler.
As much as I would like to see her in AEW, I think she might go to TNA to be with her fiance.
Fuck, who's her fiance again?
Zach Wentz.
And he's the one rascal he's in TNA or is he in NXT?
He's doing like he was on NXT last night, but he's a TNA guy.
I mean, I would like to see her in AEW, but I wouldn't be super. With a lot of these women, I'm not surprised if TNA gets them because TNA always makes the big moves when it comes to the women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now let's go to Chikara.
I'm gonna say Indies.
That's if she continues. You said Jakara, and I thought you said Chikara.
I think
Me too.
Why are we talking about the fucking indie promotion?
Clean the shit out of your ears.
I don't have any Ranger memorabilia in my ear.
Hey.
Oh,
Settle down there,
Hey,
boy.
hey. I came here last week and I gave my condolences like a good man. Don't you talk that ish.
Wait, are you? Oh no! You see, no. Friends don't let friends be fans of that team.
I guess you and I can't be friends because you know I'm a Rangers fan,
You live in Jersey.
dude.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but I was a Rangers fan before the Devils came to Jersey.
Well, then you should have been like, "Oh, damn! I gotta be smart now." Dude,
All right,
I
was
wasn't,
smart.
I guess I wasn't rooting for the Asslanders.
Room for the Rangers is far worse.
Oh, okay. Okay, everybody's pretty.
Yes,
really?
I am.
like whatever.
Yes, I am.
Am I a pretty girl?
Yes.
Off the fucking. I'm on fire with the SpongeBob references tonight.
Okay, let's keep going, guys.
All right.
Next.
Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, Wolfgang. I think they're going to wind up back in ICW over in Scotland.
I agree.
I mean, if they're gonna go to the bigger promotion in the UK, it'd be the Rev Pro. But the thing is, like, ever since NXT UK, fucking, it's dead over there. Like, Progress is nowhere near the level it was. ICW is nowhere near the level it was.
Yeah, definitely
Oh.
ICW is not.
And, like, hell, even Rev Pro is not as big as it was. But Rev Pro is probably the biggest. I mean, they still do decent numbers. But, like, the UK scene is nowhere near as massive as it was.
Whoa.
It's all because, which is why I'm worried for NXT Mexico. You know, because we all know that's the way that AAA is going. Like, that's why I'm worried, because it could kill the fucking, like, I mean, it's going to leave one fucking major company down there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if you guys heard, supposedly the rumor is that WWE is going to be fucking looking at that Grand Slam show in Mexico, and they're going to try to snatch up anybody they can to put them in AAA. So, like, fucking WWE is going to kill another fucking country, and this time it's a major country. All right.
Anyways,
Rant over.
um,
Damn it.
Shotzi.
I hope AEW. But once again, I would not be surprised TNA.
I think you're right. I think TNA is probably going to be the spot for her.
Now, if we are to believe about their not financial troubles, but their budget cuts, they might only take like a couple of people from this list. Pretty much whoever AEW doesn't take.
yeah.
Because I mean, if you guys already heard, AEW already made a big signing tonight. Did anybody watch Dynamite tonight?
I don't have cable right now, so no.
Oh, okay. If you notice during there's a women's match, I think it's the 4-way. There's like a little spider that comes down for like a couple of seconds and goes back up. I didn't even notice it. You got to notice it like when you're looking for it. So that was the rumor signing of Tekla.
Oh no, that's not a rumor. They signed her.
Well, I mean, they just confirmed it tonight with the teases.
I heard that about a week and a half ago.
Yeah. It was rumored that she was like they were eyeing her, but like pretty much tonight confirmed it.
Well, you know what? Good for them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm super fucking happy about that.
She's gonna be good there.
She's gonna be she's very good. She is very talented.
Maybe she'll be the one to take the title off of Monet.
I would like to see that. I would also like to see her maybe in Ring of Honor, have it run at like the World Television title.
Oh, it's Red Velvet?
Yeah. Because she's probably not – I mean, I doubt she wins the Pure title because she's not even in the tournament. And then
what about going after Athena?
I feel like so many times they've set that up for Billy Starks, which I'm still surprised they haven't made that they haven't pulled that trigger yet.
They've tried the last 2 final battles to do it, and
it should have been at the last final battle.
Agreed.
I was like legitimately disappointed because like I was also disappointed because it was supposed to be the main event. I'm like, okay, main event, like fucking put over Billy Starks here. Like this is you're the opportune moment, but of course not. So
yeah, they main evented 2 years in a row. Those two.
They've also main evented. I think it was a Super Card of Honor. I don't know.
I think Athena wrestled Willow main event at Super Card of Honor.
Because like she did it. They had that match at Death Before Dishonor 2023, the one that I attended. Fuck.
So.
I can't say.
Are there any other wrestlers that were? Oh, okay. We're gonna start off with Backlash. Okay.
Yeah, we pretty much
Covered the main people.
and we pretty much covered everybody.
Yeah.
The only one that was done like a couple days ahead of time before the mass releases was Miko, but that's because she retired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
there was 2 other people in Japan. I was wondering if we wanted to talk about.
Oh, did you guys see that Mako is teaching Shinsuke Nakamura the Scorpio Rising?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I saw a video of them training, and if that becomes his new finish, I will pop. I love Scorpio Rising.
I mean, I don't want it to be the finish because
Kinshasa
or
Kinshasa, yeah, is
I really fucking said it. I forgot what it was originally called.
Kinshasa.
Wasn't it Bomaye?
Bomaye, yeah. I'm sorry, Brain. I was thinking I'm like trying to remember the New Japan name for it.
Oh, okay. No problem.
I am so smart. I am so smart.
It's been so
Eh.
fucking.
SAMRT.
You're also
All
smart.
right, all right, Homer.
Mm.
So let's get to Backlash.
One question: where is this taking place from?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, Enterprise Center in St. Louis.
Well, they don't have to be worrying about the blues.
Nope.
Nope. The Blues
Yeah.
are singing the blues.
I got a blues friend. That's why I say that.
Well, at least Randy could be at home that night.
Oh, he will be home.
Yeah, I know, but afterwards he can go home to his kids, to his wife and kids.
Yep.
Yeah, he just won't be going home with a belt.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So let's start off with the only non-title match on the entire card. Pat McAfee versus Gunther.
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 Uns Gunsa.
It's Walter.
Now, McAfee, as somebody who's not traditionally a wrestler, is very good at what he does.
Yes, he is.
However, Walter Gunther has been a champion more than he has not been a champion in the WWE.
Yep.
I cannot, in my right mind, see him lose 2 matches in a row. And a second one to somebody who's not a wrestler, so to say.
Mm.
McAfee will get his big spots in. He'll do the jump to the top rope superplex. He'll get his stuff in, but no. It's gonna be Gunther.
Gunther's gonna win, and I know they're gonna rebuild him, get his confidence back after losing the world title at WrestleMania. I just don't want to see a certain someone come out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be the opposite way. I think McAfee's going to win because of Botchberg coming out and costing Gunther the match.
God.
Wait.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, uh-huh.
Are they really going to have a match? Him and Goldberg?
That's
It's supposedly going to be Goldberg's retirement match. It's
That's the
the
rumor.
word is that they're going to work it up for SummerSlam.
You got fucking.
Have fun, kids.
That'll be my bathroom break.
Do you know? Every fucking time since he said this, I said, "Why did you fucking sign with WWE?" Because he said he was planning on signing with New Japan, and I was like, "Man, he'd be probably a fucking 2-time IWGP champion already, man. Fucking Gunther, man. We got to get you out of there, man. We got to get you out. TK's got to come save it. Hopefully, okay, my monitor is back." Usually, if I go on those like little rants like that, it's probably just because my monitor is out and like I'm just stalling for time. Because I don't want you guys to say something, and then my monitor turns back, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm back," and then you guys are like, "Well, what do you say?" And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I want fucking Gunther. I don't want him to lose his dream job, but I want him in the companies that I like because I think he'd be so much fucking better. And that already describes how good he is now.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I watched Walter in WXW, in What Culture, in Defiant, here in the States in PWG.
Fuck, I still remember his match with PCO that turned PCO into the fucking maniac.
Yes, but like at the time, Walter was a bigger guy, and just the things that he could do,
He was
and
so
not to mention the chops.
yeah, which I'm glad he didn't lose. Like he lost the weight, but he didn't lose the chops. I
No. Mm-mm. If they would have stopped letting him do chops, I would not have been happy.
That would have
Also,
been Walter
always
losing now.
remember it was a match in what culture? It was Martin Kirby, Walter, and Zack Sabre Jr. And Zack Sabre Jr. is just pushing at Walter, and then Walter chops Zack Sabre Jr. And you would have thought that he chopped all of Zach's skin off. That's how loud that
Yeah.
chop was.
Yeah, he can chop.
Man, like even like a presentation or a presentation standpoint, man. Like he looked like if you took Minoru Suzuki
Mm-hmm.
and said add like 150 pounds, and then that was fucking Walter, man. Like
Yeah.
I was there the night it was Takeover, I think New York, and it was the one where he beat Pete Dunne for the UK title.
Uh-huh.
I was there then, man. That was a fucking incredible fucking match.
Mm-hmm.
Wish he fucking signed with New Japan, man. I fucking wish.
I'm
But
still shocked to this day that he signed with WWE.
because like he's exactly what fucking New Japan would love right now. Oh my god! Like now I'm thinking about Walter versus fucking Gabe Kidd. Jesus fucking Christ, would that be an amazing match? Oh god! Like now you see I'm fantasy booking myself so upset right now. All right, so
It would be
Oh.
insane.
were you gonna say something, Brian?
No, just Walter versus Gabe Kidd.
Yeah. No, I thought you were gonna segment into the next thing. So I guess I could do it. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta, IC title.
Dominic.
Yeah, I don't see them pulling the trigger on it just yet for Penta, but he will eventually. I think he'll be the one to take the title off of Dominic.
It's Dominic.
Jesus Christ. On a side note, for us wonderful people that are in FTW,
Yeah.
results are out.
Okay.
I tied. Fitz and RPM tied. Brain, I think you won.
Okay, well, I'm also looking at WPA. Midweek results came out.
Ooh.
At this point in time, in the WPA Triple Threat Championship First Defense Fatal 4-Way, you are up by 2 on all 3 of your opponents.
Let's go. Vigilant.
Karen didn't submit picks for the first half of the show. So it's all right.
Hey, look. Number 1 contender. Slick Rick. A name I don't know. Corp did not put in picks either.
Yeah, I know. RPM's losing. Lil Psycho didn't put in picks.
Dude.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Could have
Wait,
sworn I
wait,
did
hold on.
for them.
Don Dinero. DNP.
Bullshit.
WPA.
swear at this point, I'm just gonna fucking hire somebody just to fucking do my picks for me at this point. 'Cause I know I fucking did that. Shit.
All right, WPA Television Championship. Silent Assassin is up by 2.
Let's go, Fitz.
And I'm tied with Country Rocker in WPA. So let's see. Now
I love
we're-
how we go from talking about releases to
Because someone's directing the channel. When these days we should have,
Me?
I don't know. Someone does it. I thought it was my ADHD, but it's just woo, 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 woo. One of these days we just gotta just make an episode just about predictions and just go fucking with it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we just make it public. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna predict this one. Who the hell cares?
You
But
know
yeah,
what?
you and dude, kill shot.
yo.
Stop putting in for the digital media championship.
No, I had 2 matches.
Huh?
Yeah. I had 2 matches this week. That's why I lost 2 points. I didn't put in for it.
You know, that's the only way you lose 2 points in FTW.
Dude, I swear to God I didn't.
Okay.
Well, how about this? Either the next episode or a future episode. Instead of like you guys do your picks here on a podcast. And you could have the whole episode to yourselves. Just to like you go through each match, whatever, because I don't know how many matches you got to pick for the week.
Too many.
Way too many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you can fucking have it done. You can make a whole podcast episode about it.
I'm done with this kid. I'm
What?
Assassin, I'm done with him. I'm done with
Who?
him. Who do you guys think I'm talking about?
Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
What do you
DN.
think? Yep, DNP.
Hey.
I have no words.
Ooh, Nikita was on Evolve tonight.
Nikita and her booty.
Nice.
And her boobies. She is the epitome of TNA.
Womp womp.
All right, so yeah, you guys are tied with Dino Nugget Slut and Drunken Cajun. You and Maelstrom Assassin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going. I gotta look at something here.
You're gonna check your emails to see if you selected to put in for the digital media.
I'm trying to think of when I did. When I did the. Okay. No, motherfucker. God damn it. No. Confirm my reward now. That's not legit.
All right, well, he's doing that. Let's
Yeah,
move on to another match.
yeah. Motherfucker.
All right, let's talk about the Fatal 4-Way. The new U.S. champion, Jacob Fatu, versus the former champion, LA Knight, versus Damian Priest, versus Drew McIntyre.
This
gotcha.
gonna be a banger for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That is
Mhm.
what you call big, meaty men slapping me.
Good ring show
Oh, with
vibration.
with the exception of LA Knight.
He's a medium-sized man.
He's gonna be the meat that's getting slapped.
hmm
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I got.
Brain, I'm sending you a picture directly to you.
Okay.
Let me see if I'll too.
Ooh, fuck.
Bless
That's
you.
it, man.
Oh man, I thought I'd
Okay.
mute it for that.
All right. Then you need to get with Byron and tell him.
Thank you anyway, Feds.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Mazel tov.
I will go with Jacob Fatu as he retains his United States title.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fatu as well.
Same here. Yeah.
I'm scared he
Same.
might beat me up.
It's like no way he's gonna basically lose that fuck.
No.
Oh, it's so annoying. Like, ugh.
Dude.
But at least now, technically, I retained. I retained my title on a tie.
But you gotta admit, Rotz is a good competitor.
I like Rots. I
like
kind of
Chris
feel
too.
bad.
He's a good kid.
I kind of feel bad I beat him, but didn't beat him.
Yeah. So who do you got for the Fatal 4-Way?
Gotta mean. Fatu.
I'll toot you too.
Fatu.
Bless you.
Wapatoi. Mhm.
Hua.
Spit out.
Wait, Brain, say that again.
Hua.
Spit on that
Second-
thing.
Oh god.
Second match. All right,
Excuse me.
Brain. Byron messaged me. Second match fatigue.
Okay. But what was your second match?
I was in a triple threat for the Feast or Fire too.
Okay.
Oh Christ! They brought that gimmick over.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it the full gimmick where, like, you find out later if you're fired or not?
I don't know. I've never.
Oh, you've
Who
never
played
seen
that
Fused or
match?
Fired?
Oh, I've seen Feast or Fired. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My favorite will always be Curryman. You're
Yes.
hired.
Oh yes, I hired to TNA USA. No, we're gonna send you back to New Japan. I don't want to go back to New Japan.
Well, then you're fired.
Again?
Isn't
Always.
isn't that a wonderful way to like celebrate your partnership? Is to have somebody on your roster be like, "Oh, you're gonna go to our partners. I don't want to go to our partners." Yeah, that surely sells a lot.
Mhm. Absolutely.
And
So-
TNA,
All right.
Brain.
Women's-
Rots opted in. That's how I lucked out.
Okay. Cool. All right. Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra versus Becky.
New champ.
New champ.
New champ.
New champ.
old champ. I don't know why.
You think Lyra's going to retain over Becky?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna pull it this quick. But then again, it's WWE, so you never know.
WB is women's title, so
Yeah.
they can hot potato it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Becky's taking this title. Who else has heat with Lyra right now?
Who?
Who else has heat with Lyra?
I don't.
I don't.
We all wish we did, but
Mm.
that's a different story.
Well, I wouldn't want to be beat up by somebody who is a trained professional in beating people up.
No, I'm talking about. That's not the kind of heat we were talking about.
I mean, I
But,
don't know.
No, who else has been had problems with her?
Liv, Raquel.
Well, Liv's
Yeah.
going to do some movies, right?
Yeah, but she's still the tag champion.
But isn't she going to be like gone for a while?
I don't know.
Because they made it sound like she is like going to be gone for like a couple months.
I don't know. They'll figure something out.
It's always, they always figure out.
Yeah, they'll always half-ass it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think
Again,
who
women's tag
else.
titles don't mean shit right now. So
Yeah, exactly. Just they have to be honest with you, they have never meant anything
no,
because there hasn't been enough interest in them. There hasn't been enough competitors for them. And when they finally do have a legitimate tag team, they release them.
Yep.
I mean, you wonder why fucking Sasha Banks and Bailey were so emotional after they lost them because fucking they worked so goddamn hard to get them.
Mhm.
Like they worked so goddamn hard to
Yeah.
push their weight backstage, not push their weight, but to like make some noise backstage to get a tag team division. And then you think like they've been told that they're gonna build the fucking division around them. They're gonna do so much like for the tag team division, and then boof,
Nothing.
they don't even get like one defense.
Yeah.
And somebody said it, and I fucking wholeheartedly agree. I don't remember where I heard it, but fucking somebody said that Bailey does not get the fucking respect she deserves, and
yeah, I
I
heard
agree
that
with
too.
it 100%.
I agree with it too.
Mhm.
Like Bailey deserves so much more fucking respect from that company, and which is why I hope Bailey said she's got about a year and a half left on her deal. I hope to fucking God she walks, she goes to AEW so she could be treated like the fucking star she deserves. Because if you ask me, out of all those four horsewomen, the biggest fucking star, the biggest like fucking the most respected person is Bailey. She's always been called the fucking leader of the locker room. Here's my rant. Here's my the rant for the episode.
Uh-oh.
Another one?
Well, I wouldn't consider the other ones rant. They were just like playful talking. No, here's my rant. Fucking Bailey is so goddamn underrated, and she's been treated like shit for so fucking long. And then every time she gets something in WWE, they always fuck it over because some blonde bimbo. I'm not naming names. I'm just generalizing because the fucking perverts that run WWE. They always put some
with large fake breastises.
Yeah, with large fake breasts, like
And who started to look like Jocelyn Wildenstein.
Yeah,
God.
like they have more plastic and silicone in their bodies than a fucking the wax figures from Madame Tussauds. Tussauds, however fucking say.
Tussauds.
I almost say a bad Italian name, but the point is, yeah, Bailey doesn't get the fucking respect she deserves, and I'm pissed.
I can't agree with you more.
Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of the younger girls are going to Bailey for advice.
Yeah, she's considered like the locker room leader. She's considered like the one to, if you need advice, to go to, and like she takes care of so many people. Like she is like a mom almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of like she's lifting people up. Like she'll make like you want to do it for Bailey, and like fucking the
Yeah.
company does not give her that fucking respect, and it pisses me off so much.
I mean, this may be a bit of a stretch of a comparison, but
Mhm.
she's basically becoming the female version of the Undertaker in the locker room.
But nowhere near as respected from a company standpoint,
Agreed.
which is the sad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like why? Why? That's a question to ask.
She doesn't fucking look like Charlotte. She doesn't look like fucking some of these other blonde women.
You know, you mean she has a face?
Yeah. Like she's like genuine, like it's all natural beauty, and like fucking like Rhea Ripley. The only reason she's getting pushed as hard as she is because the fucking internet, like she's taking over. Like they forced to push Rhea Ripley. They were forced to push her because otherwise she'd be riding the bench. I mean, if I was in WWE and I saw her, like the moment I saw Rhea Ripley getting a rise, I'd fucking push her. Like there's a bunch of other fucking girls like that should be way bigger deals, and which is why I'm scared for fucking Julia and Roxanne. But they love them too, so hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah. So, and
Rant over.
finally, the undisputed WWE Championship, Cena versus Orton, again.
You know
Part
what?
77.
I'm finally like I was finally happy to be able. Let me rephrase what I was going to say with a question. When was the last time you were genuinely excited to see a John Cena versus Randy Orton match?
It's been quite a while.
19.
Before they were in OVW.
Yeah.
But so it's like somebody sent me, or I didn't. The Botchamania page, I love them, and they recently shared like an old video they used to play so many times. And it was just every single match card of John Cena versus Randy Orton with the song that goes "Too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks." It's so fucking hilarious because it's like it shows you the egregious amount of times that those two guys faced off against each other in like a 4 or 5 year span. So like,
yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, and they haven't wrestled, I think, a singles in like at least a decade. So to see them finally wrestle again in John Cena's last year, it's a good thing. Thomas GTA Gamer, what's up?
What's up, Tommy? How you doing?
Hello.
I like cheese and tater tots. Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Let's see, how many matches did they have?
Only 5.
How many televised matches? Because you can't include the house show matches.
There's only 5 announced.
And you really can't count the Royal Rumble in 18.
Wait, the Royal Rumble match?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no. I'm talking about one-on-one John Cena. Okay.
All right, you got SmackDown in 2017. John Cena beat Randy. World Heavyweight WWE Heavyweight Title #1 contendership, Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
John beat Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Then on Monday Night Raw in 2014, John beat Randy by DQ.
So that's 3. We're getting specifically 1v1s.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm on cage match.
Yeah, me too. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Raw in February of 2014,
That's
John
4.
beats Randy.
Royal Rumble.
No, at the Royal Rumble, yeah, 2014.
Yeah.
Randy beats John.
And then TLC.
Yes.
So that's 6.
Randy, the unification. Randy beats John.
Yeah. And then 2010. Raw on the 25th. So that's 7.
Then a tables match on a Raw in September of 2010.
Mhm.
Randy beats John.
So that's son of a bitch. I lost count.
Too many.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn, oh shit.
Then
Damn, oh shit.
the I Quit match in 09.
God.
2 weeks before that, Randy beats John at SummerSlam. The I Quit match was at Breaking Point.
That was an. Oh, no. Don't forget the Iron Man match. The Anything Goes Iron Man match.
They
Yeah,
had
you're right.
they had a match in May of 08. Randy versus John. Randy defeats John with special guest referee JBL.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, really. SummerSlam 07, Unforgiven 07. SummerSlam Cena beats Orton. Unforgiven, Orton beats Cena. No Way Out 2008, Cena beats Orton.
Question.
Miami.
Do you want to count Prototype versus Randy Orton?
No.
Okay. Because they had 2 single matches when Cena was Prototype. One was for OVW, and the other was for the 4th annual Brian Pillman Memorial Show.
Okay. Then February 07, Cena beats Orton.
Their first match. It's in 2005. And it was the Eddie Guerrero tribute show.
Yep. And he won by Cena beat Orton by disqualification.
Yeah. So I'm saying not including the Prototype versus Randy Orton.
At least it doesn't.
I would say like 20 almost.
Yeah, you're right. Probably almost 2 dozen.
Because
Shit.
they had a ton of matches, and I remember them having a ton of matches in 2007, especially being pay-per-view matches.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. One final. I do like. I mean, how many do you really expect them to be one final time?
No.
No.
Because remember, it was supposed to be once in a lifetime. Do we get that match again? Twice or thrice? But you know what's going to happen is they're going to tease a match with The Rock for so long, and then Rock's going to be like, "Oh, I was never supposed to show. Wasn't my story anyway."
Mm-hmm. Just like WrestleMania.
Yep. Where you get overcharged to expect The Rock, and he'll never come.
Yeah, I don't see Rock Cena 3 happening.
No.
I'll be honest with you, Fitz. My heart goes out to you, man. I would never spend that fucking much money for those tickets, man.
What?
Shout out to you for your shit for like SummerSlam. You said what? It's like $130 for cheap seats.
I guess that's how much they are.
Are they on sale now?
Yeah, they went on sale last week.
All right, let me check the range. because the only thing I'd pay that much for the cheap seat at that arena or at that stadium was fucking Giants and Packers. I'll do that, but oh, is it a 2-day combo for both shows?
Yep.
Oh, so you can't get single day tickets.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh, not yet. All right.
They'll probably sell single day tickets by like end of June, early July, I imagine.
Probably.
Right.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, it's a loud echo.
The hell is that?
Somebody left their phone on. I'm checking like some of the prices of the non resale tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So section 324, row 18, C27, 252.90. And that's just one seat. That's like a little more than halfway up in that fucking top section. Ain't no way in hell I would pay for that. Oh, but then again, it's 2 nights, so if you think about it, it's like a $130 a night. I don't know.
It's like one of those. Why? It's even worth the price these days.
And supposedly, if you wait like till a couple of days before the event, they fucking go down like heavy in pricing.
Oh yeah, they will.
So
Yeah, no doubt.
and I tell fucking Fitz to come pick me up on the way there.
Right?
So,
It's just
a
So on
couple of
this-
weeks, we got some heavy duty action coming up.
Who are we talking about?
Double or
Double
nothing.
Ah,
We got Saturday night main event,
Battleground.
Battleground, and Double or Nothing.
and in between all that, starting in a couple days is Best of Super Juniors. So, two AEW people. If anybody wants to watch somebody from AEW, you got Nick Wayne and Kevin Knight performing there.
Cool.
Ooh.
Very cool.
So that is exactly what I'm going to be looking forward to.
Damn, bro, you just got tossed under the bus.
Whee!
Who, me?
No, Fitz.
What?
You just got tossed under the bus.
Huh?
Look at the comments. From
Oh.
Oh, shit.
I'm not on Twitch, so I don't care.
no,
It's on YouTube.
dude, it's on YouTube, and you can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it right here on the
I can see
I
it.
saw
on
it.
the studio.
Yeah. It's in the comment section.
If Fitz had a car, I'm sure he would pick you up.
Oh, shit.
Who wrote that?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Ah,
Tommy.
Fitz was about to be like, "Oh, I don't know the guy, but I'm gonna start swinging." This guy want to talk?
He gonna start swinging anyways, even if he does, even the fact that he does know the guy.
Oh, speaking about me and Fitz, apparently it's our 8 years of friendship.
is it?
Yeah, I was looking at my Facebook memories, and that's the first thing that popped up.
You ready, friendship?
Damn.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's been tolerating me for almost a decade now.
That's
Almost
crazy.
as long as me.
Oh, God.
All right, gentlemen. I'm going to bid everybody a fondue.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, gentlemen, next week Backlash review.
Hmm.
And you know what really grinds my gears?
Life.
Drippers.
No, the grants anything else.
Listen,
Just wallet.
listen. If you guys want, you guys don't even have to show up. Just give me the controls. I could just rant here by myself for an hour and a half.
Hi, I'm the cleaner.
And it's
And
time
welcome to
for
our
me to
rant.
rant.
God.
Well, I could start the show and then we could just bounce and leave you alone.
Yeah.
That might
And
be
then
And
when
then
you guys come
we're
back, I'll
almost-
be like talking about something completely not related to wrestling.
Typical cleaner rant. But all right, gentlemen, until next week. Too sweet.
Celebrate.
Gonna give it to sweet.
That's the name of the show.
Yep,
Smokes and,
she got it.
Smokes and